obviously one of the potential scenarios that you could see happening here is that a woman gets into a relationship with a guy while she's on birth control, comes off birth control, and finds that the dreamy relationship, maybe she's coming off birth control because they're about to be married, maybe they've got married and they're now going to try for a child and they haven't been together while she's been off birth control before, and she finds out that the dream relationship she was in might not be quite as attuned to what she wanted or was attracted to. So I can imagine that going off birth control can cause a lot of turmoil within relationships.
Yeah, possibly, and that's a really provocative idea. And it's one that researchers have begun to explore. And they found some sort of mixed results on this. But one of the most sort of carefully done of these studies was one that was a longitudinal study in married couples. And they looked at that very question, like what happens when you have a married couple and the partners met when the woman was on hormonal birth control and now she goes off of it. And what they found was that when the women discontinued hormonal birth control, it did lead to changes in sexual and relationship satisfaction within the dyad. And the women reported changes in both of those things. But it turns out whether it made that worse or made it better depended on how attractive her husband was. And so what they found is that for women who were partnered to really attractive men, when they went off of hormonal birth control, they reported an increase in their sexual desire and an increase in their attraction to their partner. And that's exactly what you'd expect estrogen to do. It's like all of a sudden estrogen is back on the scene. It's like, oh my gosh, like here's my libido and sex, and this is wonderful and hooray. But for women who were partnered with less attractive men, what they found was the opposite. And that was that they reported a decrease in relationship satisfaction and a decrease in sexual satisfaction and sexual desire in their relationship.
So women who have been using the more objective, tangible metrics of success in order to judge their partner may have discounted more so the masculinity and the way that they look. But that doesn't necessarily mean that they haven't got with a guy that is very masculine and very attractive. It just means that they haven't prioritized that. They then come out of this hormone-induced stupor, and then on the other side of that, they go, oh, holy fuck, I'm actually in a relationship with a really attractive guy. Look at how advantageous that is, and now I can have loads and loads of sex. Obviously, I'm being exaggerating, and also the same thing happens on the other side. What's happening, people? If you enjoyed that, then press here for a selection of the best clips from the podcast over the last few weeks. And don't forget to subscribe. Peace.